Aloha, everyone. Welcome to Leveraging Up. It's your voice, your story, your impact. And today we have someone who's going to move and shake the world here. It's about impact. Yun Johnson. She is your aesthetic style. So we're going to learn a little bit more. Welcome, Yun.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, I'm so excited to hear about your journey. And the question I have for you today is, what inspired you to start your business and the why behind it?
I love that question. Why stories are so good. Yeah, a lot of it's connected to my own journey. Especially I was a mom at home with two under two, and I really cared a lot about beautiful things. I've always been into art and design, and it was kind of really getting to me that it's a messy phase of life, things on the floor, everything. And I felt guilty for like wanting this beautiful home. Like couldn't I just be happy with like, my children being healthy, a roof over our head? And anyway, at some point I came across Marie Kondo's book. If that's familiar, maybe some listeners know that book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And her process is interesting, but what started for me was it started asking these questions of like, why does this matter to me so much? And there's this like exercise in her book. And when I got to the core of what I wanted in a home, it was just a space to create, because I was longing for more art and I wasn't taking out things because it's already so messy. And that started me this journey of like making a beautiful home that I loved, felt good and that fit with our life. And that's really my heart. Is my why is like, you can love the home you live in now. My method is all about using what you have to create a beautiful space, both in your outfits and your clothes. And you can do it now with what you have. It's enough and it's beautiful.
I can actually feel that passion coming through the camera here, Yuna. With that inspiration and where you are at, what was a defining moment in your life that really took you through that journey to where you are today?
Yeah, it's interesting because as I was kind of building my business up and like working with more women and connecting with their stories like mine, I was actually at IKEA and I was listening into like an organizing session that they did. And I was like, I could teach a class here. I do this all the time, right? And so I just went for it. I made it a focus for like a full year. Like, I want to teach about my method, which is a unique approach, like using what you have and kind of redesign one of IKEA's rooms. And I just, kept going until it happened, right? And I got to work with them on a collaborative hack week in November, like an alternate to Black Friday. And the reason that was such a game changer or like pivotal moment is it kind of shifted to what I focus on now, especially a lot of my method, it's about using what you have. So it's very like environmentally friendly and it's just helping slow down buying things. And it gave me this like platform or voice for how needed this is, particularly by larger brands that are looking for innovative approaches and solutions to kind of being more sustainable as a lifestyle.
What's amazing is you talked about the aesthetics of a home, and then you snuck in about the clothes here. Talk to me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most asked questions. It's like, so what's the connection, home and clothes? And this is where it's all about your aesthetic style. So that's the name of my business, but it's also the method that I teach. And in a nutshell, I could go on and on about this as people do with their passions. But in a nutshell, it's these design elements and principles. So they're the basic building blocks, what makes anything beautiful you see, right? But what you find beautiful and what I find beautiful, right? It's different, right? There's certain things that, oh my gosh, I love that. Like your necklace, your outfit, like there's a reason you're drawn to it. And so when you understand those design elements and principles behind that, you can make anything beautiful, right? Because it's the intention you put into it. And so interiors is really my specialty, but I went into clothing because it's so fast. We can get together and create a look. It's a little easier than moving around the couch. And so I just really am all about, just like how I started, getting you to take action to see No, you can make those changes in your home today. Don't wait. Or you can make them with your outfit. Don't wait. So the clothes is like an easy in to get familiar with the method.
Well, I kind of like your easy in there.
An easy in, right? An easy win. Like, yes, that's what we need, especially life's busy. There's a lot, right?
Oh, so much fun, so much fun. You know, if you take a look at your business, the inspiration that you want to bring to the world, and whether it be home or clothes, what is and who are your ideal clients?
Ooh, yay, I love this question. It's really I've given them a name. I call them changing style spenders. So women, I primarily work with women, really like 25, 45 age, but they identify as feeling like their style's kind of all over the place. They like a lot of things. Their inspiration comes from shopping. I used to be that kind of like a impulse buyer, shopping a lot because oh my gosh, it's so beautiful and I want it and I get all these ideas. And they've also got a lot of variety in their home and clothes because they're just drawn to beautiful things. And so what my method and with your aesthetic style, it's really helping you see actually there's a red thread. You're not random. I used to get so frustrated when people say, "Oh, you're eclectic." I'm like, "No, I'm not." And actually my style is color and balance. That's my aesthetic style. That's the element and principle that I'm drawn to. And now that I know that, it's such an empowering way to, like explain why I love my outfit and my home. And my friends would come into my home and they're like, "Why is everything so coordinated with like how you dress?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's my aesthetic style," and that's exactly what I teach. But I think it's also a very personal thing to like really that confidence and articulating like why you like what you like and being able to explain it and to buy something and feel good about bringing it into your home, you'll know how to use it. And that's why I work a lot with like first with what you already own because you bought it for a reason, and the more you get familiar with learning how to style it together in a way that really is like those heart emojis, like, oh, I just love this, that's what it's all about, like your unique aesthetic style.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that, UNA. And I can see that you love what you do. You love what you do.
I really do. Yas, your aesthetic style is like Yas for short. And I say that all the time. Yas, it's like that energy of just, I love it. I love supporting you,
Well,
inspiring
you're
you.
kind of contagious on that one. Now, if our listeners want to get a hold of you, we're going to add your information to the replay. But for now, why don't you go ahead and tell us how we can find you?
Yeah, so I think one of the best ways I love actually connecting on LinkedIn. So that's one way you can easily find me by searching my name. My website, Your Aesthetic Style, I have this vibe class on there. So that's where maybe we can put the link in so you can find it, but that's where you get to try it out right away. It's free with the clothes and you can learn about my signature program in there.
Amazing. Well, we're going to say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for sharing your story. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is Leveraging Up, your voice, your story, your impact. We're going to say goodbye for now and have an amazing day.